Streamers and content creators, take a fucking break.
Did I get your attention? Okay, let me explain.
I continue to see in my For You page and various other videos, creators saying that if you want to succeed as a streamer or a content creator, you have to sacrifice, put in the hours, put in so much work. And while it is true, you don't need to sacrifice yourself in the process to do that. Because unfortunately, burnout is a thing that exists. As someone who's been a content creator for over 15 years now, between writing on an anime review blog, working on their own YouTube channel for 5 years, and then spending 10 plus years now running a podcast, and now a few months as a small Twitch streamer, I have seen so many times where people will run on all cylinders and are motivated and are like want to get a bunch of things done, and they run on that energy for at least 2-3 months maybe, and then they completely crash and burn, and all of the motivation and the desire to be creative just leaves their system, and they don't want to do anything. I'm also guilty of this too, and it's not the best feeling. And unfortunately, it's a vicious cycle, because once you hit that burnout stage, you could be feeling it for weeks upon months upon who knows how long it takes before you get the determination and the motivation to go back to what you want to do and be creative. It keeps going from there unless you do something to change it, because it's not good for you mentally, physically, emotionally, none of that. It's not a good thing to have. When I started as a small streamer, I was streaming 3 nights a week during the week. This is also on top of a full-time job, a part-time job with very sporadic hours, still operating that podcast that I mentioned, and on top of the streaming, doing everything else for content creation, that being posting to TikTok, posting to YouTube, all of these other social media things. At the start of the new year, I felt tired on a consistent basis. I was feeling very drained. And so much so that my boyfriend Andrew noticed, and he suggested, hey, you've been doing a lot. I think you need to make a change and cut something, like calm something down, because you are just tired constantly. So I made the decision to go from streaming 3 nights a week to 2 nights a week. And I've only been doing that now for a couple weeks, and I feel so much better. I feel so much more motivated. I have more time to do things. Health has been, in recent months and like the past year or so, has been a big thing for me. I want to get myself in a better place. So being able to give myself some of that time back not only allows that time for myself, but it gives me the chance to do things that help me in a more healthy life. So if I were to give any advice to anybody, whether they are just starting out as a small streamer or they're a content creator, or even at any stage of your journey as a streamer or content creator, understand your limitations. You're only human, and don't be afraid to take those breaks, because at the end of the day, while you do want to succeed and be the best content creator you want to be, it shouldn't come at the cost of you as a person. It shouldn't come at the cost of your mental state, your physical state, emotional. Allow yourself the time to have the breaks and to rest. You'll be able to come back and continue much stronger than ever before. And by allowing yourself to take that time and to give yourself those breaks, your audience is going to love you more and more. We sometimes forget that our audiences and our communities are very understanding of any situation that we're in. They're going to understand if you need a break. They're going to understand if you need a breather, if you need a moment to yourself. Let yourself have those breaks. Understand your limits. That way you don't have to burn out. If not at all, at least less frequently than you already do. That's my advice to you, because in the long run, it's going to make you a better content creator, streamer, and just an overall better person. Just understanding your limits. So take that break. Take that moment. I'm taking that moment today by reading a book. So take that moment out for yourself.